Hello and welcome to another episode of On the Grill with Bill. On today's episode, we're doing chicken and lots of it. And we're going to give you a variety of ways to prepare the chicken for the grill. Let's get started. So here's what we're going to need for today's preparations. We're going to be doing 3 different kinds of chicken. We're going to do a marinated chicken, we're going to do a dry rub with some herbs, and we're going to do some barbecue chicken. That way we're kind of covering all the bases. For all of the chicken, I want to do a procedure called brining. And this procedure basically involves submerging the chicken into cold water with a fair amount of salt. And what that's going to do is seal up the tissue on the outside of the meat and prepare it so that when we put it on the grill, whether it's with a dry rub or with the barbecue sauce, the chicken's going to retain all the juiciness inside. And that's a key feature of what I like to do when I'm grilling chicken. So to get started with the brining, you just need to fill up a big bowl or a pot with some cold water, and you're going to put some salt in there. I like to use Morton's salt. Kosher salt is fine, and we'll get started with the brining. So while the chicken is brining, I'm going to work on the herbs and the dry rub mixture that I'm going to be applying to part of the chicken batch. Earlier I picked some fresh herbs from the garden, including some chives and some rosemary, and that's going to be part of the foundation for the dry rub. And I'm going to include some other spices as well. Our chicken is almost done brining, so we're going to break it up into 2 batches. One of them is going to be the barbecue batch, and the other one is going to be my concoction of herbs and spices. The barbecue batch is really easy. You pick out a high quality barbecue sauce, in this case, Sweet Baby Ray's, and I'm going to douse the chicken in Sweet Baby Ray's and just let it sit in it and soak it up, and then I'll apply some more when it's actually on the grill. This will keep that barbecue flavor going the whole time. As for the other mixture, I'm going to be mixing the chives and the rosemary with a little bit of black pepper, some kosher salt, and my little secret ingredient, some garlic powder. And that's going to help bring all those flavors together. Okay, those are the dry ingredients. Now I'm going to add in those fresh herbs. I'll sprinkle in some rosemary and some chives. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to mash it up and mix it all together. Now we're going to do the barbecue. Now I promised you that we'd be doing 3 preparations, and in fact we have a third, and it's the marinated chicken. In this case, I didn't marinate it, just being honest. But our friends at DeVries, who sponsor our show, sell marinated chicken. This marinated chicken is pretty easy to duplicate. All you need is a bottle of Italian salad dressing, and you just let that chicken soak overnight in your fridge in the dressing, and it'll be ready to go for you. Well, all 3 of our chicken preparations are ready to go, so you know it's time to fire up the grill. All right, the chicken's ready to go on the grill. The charcoals are ready. What I've done with the grill is I've created a hot side and a cooler side. So I kind of have the charcoals over on one side here, and that's where I'm going to start the chicken off. And then once I'm ready to make the flip, I'll move them over to the cooler side. This way I won't dry out or totally burn the chicken. So I'm going to start off by putting on the marinated chicken first. And again, this is provided by our sponsors, DeVries, and this is a Italian marinated chicken breast. So we're going to put that onto the hot side. And I'm going to put it with the breast side facing down. Next up is my dry rub concoction, and this includes the rosemary and the chives, as well as the dry rub, and it has a great texture, and I think it's going to have a great flavor. We'll put that up here next. Got some big pieces there. And I want to kind of make sure I get all those chives and the rosemary really pressed into the chicken so that it soaks up that flavor. And last but not least, the barbecue chicken. It's been soaking in the fridge in Sweet Baby Ray's for about a half an hour now, and I'm going to put it on, and when I make the flips, I'm going to apply even more sauce to the chicken to maximize that barbecue flavor. All right, I've been checking on our chicken, and it's looking like it's ready to come off the grill, so we're going to open it up and check it out. Our barbecue is looking good. I've been applying a lot of Sweet Baby Ray's to it as I flip it. And there's our marinated chicken. Looks like it's ready to go. And last but not least was my own little concoction here with the chives and the rosemary and the dry rub. So all the chicken is great. It's looking good. We're going to pull it off the grill and have some. This has been another episode of On the Grill with Bill featuring chicken preparations. I'd like to thank our sponsors, DeVries Groceries in LaGrange, for their generosity, and we'll see you next time on the grill.